Super 6 training. This one is sleep, as it is the foundation of the pyramid. It's really important we get this right because it affects every other thing, including your energy, your hunger levels, and ultimately your fat loss and your strength gains. Okay, so we're going to go through it looking at every factor that can improve your sleep. I've been there as a bad sleeper and somebody who has struggled their whole life. I've researched this inside out, back to front, over the past sort of 15, 20 years. So I'm teaching here from a place of experience. It's not like a virgin sex therapist. You know, this is somebody who's been there and done it. So if you sleep badly, I feel your pain. And hopefully everything here is going to help you get your sleep better and optimize it. So point number one is sleep-wake cycles. Here, it's proven that if we get up at the same time every day, go to bed at the same time every day, that helps our sleep routine, okay? So whatever time you want to go to bed, whatever time you want to get up, try and get them at the same time or as close to as humanly possible every single day, including weekends. If you go massively off this on a weekend, it's been found to have the same effects as jet lag. It's that serious. So if you get up at 7 a.m. every day, do it on a Saturday, do it on a Sunday. If it's 6, same again. If you go to bed at 10, 10:30, 7 days, make it the same, okay? That helps, proven time and time again. One other factor when we talk about sleep-wake cycles, the sooner you get sunlight, natural light, bright light in your eyes upon waking, that helps with your sleep-wake cycle. So getting to bed on time every night helps by getting light in your eyes first thing on the morning when you get up. So during the summer months, looking at the weather outside, you debate that, you want to get some natural light in your eyes as soon as you can upon waking. In the winter months, when it's dark on the morning, you can buy them on Amazon. They are super cheap. It's like a daylight stimulating light. You can plug it in, have it at the side of your kettle on the morning, have your glass of water while you're making your tea or your coffee. Get that natural light in your eyes if it's dark outside. That helps get you ready to sleep later on. A lot of research on that. So there's your points on sleep-wake cycles. Same time get up, same time to bed. Natural light, or in winter, get a simulator in your eyes upon waking. That's sleep-wake cycles, point number one. Point number two, caffeine. Right, most of us love a coffee and probably have too much of it. But caffeine has a half-life in the body of about 9 hours, okay? Which means half of the caffeine will still be circulating around your system 9 hours later. So that coffee you have at 12 p.m, half of it is still in your system at 9 p.m. And if you're trying to get to bed at 9, 9:30, 10 o'clock, some people, this is why it can affect your sleep, okay? So bear that in mind. 9-hour window, work back, reverse engineer. Best thing to do, I always say, is your last coffee, your last teas, things like that, around lunchtime. Still have your coffees in the morning if you love them, or your tea, or whatever your preference is. But don't have it too late in the day because it can affect your sleep and falling asleep. So caffeine is point number two. It's important. A lot of people make a mistake. Caffeine too late in the day. Point three is dimming lights in the hours before bed. To boost our melatonin, which is a sleep hormone, we want to gradually get the body ready for bed. So if you're overstimulated with bright lights and blue lights from phones, TVs, laptops, iPads, things like that, in the hour or two before bed, it can affect melatonin production. So if we don't produce melatonin, the body isn't thinking, right, I'm ready to go to sleep now. So this is why, even if you are going to watch TV or you are going to do some work later on, which obviously will affect your sleep, keeps your brain active, dim the lights in your room, gradually get the room darker as you go towards bedtime. So your body's thinking, right, I'm winding down here, ready for sleep. I need to go to bed. So dimming the lights. Phones, laptops, iPads, things like that, ideally in the hour or two before bed, you don't want to be on them. Or if you are, you can get blue blocking things for your phone, which basically stick on your phone and it minimises blue light going into your eyes. You can buy the orange looking blue blocking glasses for the last hour or two before bed if you want. Up to you, but like I said, the amount of blue light that goes into your eyes does affect your melatonin production and can hamper your sleep. Some people don't struggle with sleep and this won't be applicable, but if you're somebody like me who is very sensitive to everything that can affect my sleep, I have to try methodically, military style, do this every night. Otherwise I don't sleep. I'm laid wide awake till 1, 2 in the morning. So anybody who struggles, I feel your pain. I live it every day. So that's the other thing about blue light and lights before bed, darkening the room. And laptops and phones, trying to get off them an hour to 2 hours before bed if you can. The next thing is in your bedroom, it should be like a bat cave. So if you've got your mobile phone at the side of your bed that keeps lighting up through the night with messages, things like that, and there is research, you can look into this, make your own mind up about it, about the radiation they emit and things like that. I just don't think your phone needs to be in your bedroom. Outside the bedroom, charge it outside the door. You still set your alarm to go off out there. Keep it downstairs. You don't want anything ideally electronic in your room on while you're trying to sleep. Even little LED clocks side of your bed or the red dots on your TV in your bedroom. That light, if you're sensitive to it like me, it can affect your sleep. And trust me, as somebody who's read every book possibly on sleep, every podcast on sleep, I've been to seminars on sleep, I've looked at the research in depth, and all these things do affect your sleep. So ideally, completely dark room, no electronics, no gadgets, sleep time, okay? Next thing as well, after that is, leading on directly, is a completely dark room and as cool as possible. So a lot of the research says, the coolest room possible will help you sleep. I know if you haven't got aircon in your bedroom in summer, that makes life difficult, but just do what you can. Get a breeze in during the day, shut your curtains during the day to keep the room as cool as possible. So these things, they all affect your sleep quality. Dark room, it should be completely dark, blackout blinds. If there's any light coming in the room, it can affect your sleep. I always have to wear a really good eye mask, to completely darken the room. Otherwise, anything wakes me up. If some headlights go past and anything shines through and around my blackout blinds, wakes me up, So I think a good eye mask is a really good investment. Try different ones. You'll find one that's comfortable. I've tried a few and I've settled on ones that I like now, which, super comfy. You kind of don't know you have them on and they completely block out anything. And I can even put them on if I have a nap during the day because it blacks out everything. So they're a good investment. So completely dark room, as cool as possible. The next thing as well is things that can help with sleep that are safe and effective, okay? Sleeping tablets and things like that. There's research that, again, they give you what's called like a bit of a false sleep. You don't reach the REM and the deep sleep levels you should for recovery and growth hormone boosts and all the rest of it. But there are a number of proven natural things that do work. One is magnesium, and one of the chelates of magnesium. I use magnesium bisglycinate. I'll put a picture of this. You can use threonate, orotate, and malate. They're the forms of magnesium that are all good for sleep. Or you can get a blended version supplement. These are all on Amazon, super simple to buy. You're wanting to get at least 400 milligrams a day of actual magnesium, not what's on the tablet, because it might be 500 milligram, but there might only be 100 to 150 grams of actual magnesium in the tablet, so be careful on that. Magnesium also helps with nerve function, stress, anxiety, energy production, glucose management. So magnesium is quite a big thing. So if you don't have lots and lots and lots of dark green leafy vegetables and nuts and seeds, magnesium, most people are deficient in magnesium. I get my blood work done every year to check on that. So magnesium is massively important. Another thing is called ashwagandha. I take this in a supplement with a couple of other things that'll help. I'll put a picture of it on here. Ashwagandha and L-theanine. So ashwagandha, L-theanine also help, and something called 5-HTP. So I found a supplement that contains all three of those. I take that as well as my magnesium about an hour before bed, and that helps. Also, CBD oil. Research-wise, the jury's still out. I found it helps, but I know people who've used it and said it doesn't work, but that's trial and everything for you. I've got something that I use, I'll put a picture, and I think it does help me go to sleep. Make your own mind up. Supplements are totally up to you. If you sleep well, you know, brilliant, brilliant. But if you don't, these are things that can help and make a real difference. Okay, so that's 10-minute training on sleep. I hope that helps. Any questions, don't hesitate, just ask.